whoever I'm speaking to today, I do think that you've had a very hard time trying to fit in, right? And I am getting that this has been happening for the majority of your life, where you just never have really fit in with people. You may have noticed that people don't like you for no reason at all, or people don't tend to accept you. You may also notice that you may identify as being like different, right? Because I am getting this energy of you being very different, very unique, very individual, right? You are somebody where no matter what you do, it's like you cannot fit in, and you also have a very hard time faking it, right? You have a very hard time kind of blending in with people and faking to be shallow. That's the biggest thing that I'm getting here, because you are somebody that has a lot of depth to you. You are somebody that, you're not somebody that really is shallow at all. You're somebody that gets really deep into things. You're somebody that has very unique interest. I just seen 111 when I said that. You also have a different mindset. You view the world very differently to other people, right? You have this importance on being you. You have a very hard time as well, like following trends, or again, kind of dimming yourself down to fit into a crowd. And you've always had this issue. Now you are somebody that is very unique. You are somebody that is very authentic. You are somebody that the qualities that you have, not a lot of other people embody it. That is why you have spent a lot of your life thinking that you're different, thinking that you can't fit in. You may be questioning why you are not normal, okay? That may be something that you ask yourself, right? And again, it's because you embody very unique qualities. And for some of you, these qualities that you embody, you may actually think that that's something that you want to change, okay? Or that's something that makes you different, right? I just need 222. But I do see then very unique qualities about you where, again, you may kind of think that they are insecurities, or because they're, whatever it is, because it's different from what other people have, you may think that you're not normal, or you can't fit in, or this is something that you want to get rid of, right? But you don't even understand that the things that are unique about you are literally your power, right? Your personality, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you cannot be fake. This is literally your power. You are somebody that you have no idea how much people want to be like you, right? You have spent so long wanting to fit in, wanting to, again, not be different from other people. When the thing in here is you have the power, the strength, the resilience to be yourself, right? You have things, qualities about you that other people wish they could embody. Especially because whoever I'm picking up on today, as I mentioned before, you can't be fake. So you have this very hard time trying to be fake. Like you have this hard time, again, fitting in. So I'm getting that you don't even try. Like I'm getting that no matter what, you're authentic. No matter what, you are yourself. You are unique, right? You're not somebody that will change yourself, okay? Because you just can't. And this is something that other people look at you and they look up to you for it. They think that the way that you are fearlessly yourself, the way that your authenticity shines, the way that you don't fit in, the way that you don't try to follow the crowd, that is so powerful. Like people are looking at you and it's almost like they respect you. It's almost like they look up to you, and they may even, like what I'm getting here is you're actually inspiration. Like you are so inspiring for people you don't even know, especially people that feel like they cannot be themselves, right? Because a lot of people think they can't be themselves. A lot of people are conditioned from a very young age as well. Like they are conditioned to, fit in with the crowd, right? You are somebody where that could never be you, right? So you have a bunch of people, and I'm picturing right now, like people lined up watching whoever I'm speaking to, like watching somebody just being so unique, right? Just being themselves. And it's like you have like a group of people, or like just a lot of people that watch you, and they see you just living in your authenticity, living your most authentic life, living the way that you want to live, not worrying about what other people think. And they really think that this is powerful, and it is. It's powerful, it's resilient. Like, you are not dimming yourself down, you're not fitting in, you're not worried about fitting in, right? Because from a very young age, whoever I'm picking up on, you never did fit in. Okay, you were so unique, you were so different. You are somebody that I'm getting that you weren't conditioned the way that other people were conditioned for whatever reason. So what I mean by that is, you think about a child, right? You think about a child being themselves. You think about a child like, and with children, they're like authentically themselves, right? For example, say they like run around, say, I don't know what example to use. I don't know, say you're at like an important place, like a meeting or something, or like even church or something, or like a dinner or whatever, right? You're at a place where everybody is sitting down, they're being very normal. Then you have a child that, will maybe get on the table, or they run around, and then people tend to condition them by saying, don't do that. Like, and that is them, their creativity being like suppressed, or their like unique energy being suppressed, like people are conditioned. Or even with school and stuff, right? School will condition you to behave, to, sit down in a seat for how many hours and listen to the teacher, basically just conditioning children to suppress their gifts, suppress their true self, their creativity, right? So where I'm going with this is, I feel like whoever I'm picking up on, you obviously have gone through some conditioning, but I do see that it has never affected you, because you've had a very hard time not being yourself. You've had a very hard time being fake, as I mentioned. So I do see that you are somebody with your third eye completely open as well, right? And you are connected to your higher self. You're connected to the universe. Like, I'm getting that you're very spiritual. You're somebody that is very wise. You're also somebody that is born at this time to help raise the vibration of the planet, okay? You definitely were born at this time to kind of wake people up. And that's what I see you doing. And by just being yourself, you are literally an inspiration by being yourself. You encourage other people to be themselves. You encourage other people to do what they want, right? So when people do interact with you, or they see you being yourself and doing what you want and living your life the way that you want, you literally inspire and encourage other people to do that and follow in your footsteps, okay? And this is literally just scratching the surface of your gift. You are somebody where you are a leader, okay? You are a leader. No doubt about it. You are somebody that, again, cannot fit in with a crowd, okay? You're somebody that literally stands out. You're somebody that is unique. You're somebody that people look up to. You are a leader, a natural born leader. You may be a life path number one. You don't have to be, but I am getting that for some of you. But I'm getting that you were never born to fit in. You were never born to even work in a team, okay? You were never born to work for a boss, right? You were born to literally just be yourself, to create, right? You are somebody that, I'm getting that you cannot work for anyone else, like you are your own boss. And even if you're not in that situation yet, I do see that you are doing things, and you are brainstorming, and you are doing everything that you can to not work for a boss. Because I'm getting whoever I'm speaking to today, you're somebody that cannot really follow like instructions, okay? Not in like a bad way, but again, it's almost like you are such a free spirit where you don't really follow the rules, like you don't really follow instructions, you can't really commit to, like, say you have a job, like a 9 to 5 schedule, like this is literally you, okay? And this is nothing, there's nothing wrong with you. You may have, I just need 1010 on the timer. Now, don't get me wrong, because, you know, you may have some type of name on that. We won't go too deep into that. But the way that you are, you may have some type of title for that. Some type of title that makes you feel different and excluded, okay? But let me tell you that everything that you are, and every aspect of you, and every like trait that you have, right, there's nothing wrong with you. That is the biggest message for today. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? The thing in here, in whoever I'm speaking to, you aren't able to follow normal instructions and like kind of, again, you know, commit to the 9 to 5 and stuff like that, because it's not what you're meant to be doing. You are somebody that has been placed on this earth at this time to be a leader, to be an inspiration, to wake other people up, right? And right now you're doing it on a very, and I just seen 1111, you're doing it on a very like minor level, okay? By just being yourself. But you are somebody that, again, you're meant to be the example. So again, don't think that something's up with you. Don't think that, you know, you're different, or don't even be hard on yourself, because you are not somebody that, again, maybe is kind of going about life in like a very traditional way. Maybe you are doing things differently to your friends and your family members and people that, you know, like what you would expect, right? Because as I mentioned, you have never been somebody to fit in, and that is your gift. It's literally your gift. Now, you may also notice that you don't have the drive, or you don't have the desire to do things that is expected for people, okay? For example, you know, society says that, you know, you got to, again, get a 9 to 5 job, work for a boss, right? And then you have to meet somebody, and then you have to get married to them, and then you have to have children, right? Like that's what you would call normal, right? So I'm getting whoever I'm speaking to, you've never really had that desire to just follow society, okay? You are somebody where it's like you want to do things your way. You are a leader. You want to be you. You don't want to do things because other people are telling you to do them. You don't want to do things because you think that's normal, or, you know, that's going to make you fit in, right? You are somebody that is a lot more wiser than that. You are somebody that has this knowing that that is not what life is about. You also have a different type of path to other people. I just need 1313 on the timer. So people may question, you know, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? You have to do this, you have to do that, right? Whatever it is. But again, very traditional. And again, you may not have that desire, and that is okay, because that is not your path, okay? This is not what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. You are somebody that is supposed to be, as I mentioned, I'm speaking to a chosen one, like an earth angel, somebody that has a bigger purpose, and somebody that is here to, again, raise the vibration of the planet, right? Help the planet go into this new way of living, thinking, okay? The old way, right? The way where we are conditioned and listening to like people and doing things that people are telling us to do. That is, you know, changing, and you are somebody that is here to facilitate this change, okay? Now, I do see that you are ending so many different generational patterns. You are. It ends with you, okay? Especially in your generation, but it's even deeper than that, because you have random people that they look up to you. They see the way that you're living. They see the way that you carry yourself. They see you being your authentic self. They see you living in your confidence. They see you not worrying about what people think. And they are so inspired by it, okay? And I do see that, again, a lot of people, they see the way that you are doing things and they want to be like that, okay? But they don't have the same type of confidence or understanding, or again, they've been conditioned in a different way where it's like they feel like they're not allowed, or they're worried about what people are going to think, right? But then they say you do it, and then you really do inspire people to, again, change, right? Now, I do see that you are somebody that you may feel very alone, okay? This does come with this type of energy, because I do see a lot of people looking up to you, but I also see that you just feel alone. You feel like you don't fit in. You feel like, again, people may not understand you, or you're different to people. And I do see that this is not going to last forever, but this is something that has built your resilience. You are somebody that you do not need people. You are somebody that you are living your life and you don't care what people think. You don't need validation. You don't need people. Obviously, you have your people around you, but even if you don't, right now, you are kind of an example, okay? And don't worry, because once people start to match your vibration, okay, or you start to meet your soul family, you will have people around you. But the thing is, the people that you have been around majority of your life, you don't fit in with them, because, again, you're on a different vibration. You have this gift within you. You're somebody that is not meant to fit in. You're somebody that is not meant to just, again, do the things that the other people are doing. You're somebody that is supposed to be helping people on a larger scale. And I'm getting that you are somebody that you need to be alone, and you've needed to be alone to kind of build this resilience and tap into your gift. When you are around people, let's talk about it, right? You may have been around people, okay? And I'm talking about large groups of people. Like, I'm not talking about like your family or anything like that. But when you are around large groups of people, you will notice that you feel completely out of touch. Like, you do not feel yourself. You feel kind of like you cannot ground yourself. You don't feel yourself, and you're constantly picking up on other people's energies. And you are somebody that is heavily influenced by other people's energies. So what happens here is you tend to pick up on negative energy. You tend to pick up on their negative thoughts, their projections, and being around a lot of people for somebody like you that is so sensitive to energy, this definitely could be very draining and chaotic, and it definitely could be a situation, if you don't 100% know your own energy or you're not grounded, this could be a situation where you start to take on other people's energy, their projections, and again, that can literally shift your whole energy. You also will notice that other people tend to lead you down the wrong path, right? Because whoever I'm picking up on, again, you've been alone, and you've been alone for a reason, because when you are alone, it's when you are in touch with God, you're in touch with your gift, right? You don't have outer influences kind of trying to come in and distract you. So again, that's another thing. You may notice that people that do come in, they tend to distract you from your soul purpose, right? You also may notice that they overstep boundaries. They make you feel uncomfortable because, again, they're overstepping boundaries. Again, you are somebody that is heavily protected. You're somebody that's on a very high vibration. You're somebody that you don't kind of resonate with big groups of people. You haven't met those people yet, okay? Again, not talking about your family, your close people, no. But I'm talking about throughout your life, you may have noticed this. And when you do go around these people, you will notice that you completely go off path and you pick up on energy that is not yours. You also are very open to evil eye, right? Like, you may notice a lot of people tend to be jealous of you because, again, you're somebody that just doesn't care. You're somebody that you're able to be yourself. You're able to live the life that you want. You don't have to kind of live up to other people's expectations because you don't care about that, right? So again, that does kind of bring in a lot of evil eye as well. Um, what else? Yeah, and again, if you're around too many people, you may notice that they hold you back. You may notice that your creative energy is stifled. I'm also getting that, okay, there seems to be a lot of disappointment around other people, and let me tell you why. Whoever I'm picking up on today, the way that you love is different, okay? You are somebody that you just love on such an unconditional level. Like, you really do think about other people. You do things to kind of make other people feel loved. Your love is different, okay? And I do think that you have never experienced anybody that gives that same type of energy, that same type of love. And I do see that that definitely can disappoint you, especially because you put your all into people. You're always thinking about other people, and then when other people don't give you back that energy, it definitely may disappoint you, right? Now, again, the type of love, the type of energy, everything about you is very unique, and this type of energy is not embodied by many people at all, right? So I do see that you may constantly be disappointed by other people when you're pouring into them, okay? So again, because you are somebody that you lead, okay? You lead. You are the example. So the way that you do treat people, the way that you show the love, the way that you, excuse me, the way that you kind of give to people, and you just want people to feel this way, you are showing people what it feels like to be loved like that. And do you know what happens then? They start to love like that, okay? It's like you come into somebody's life and you love them on this unconditional level, and you show them how much you care about them, and then it's like you unlock something within them, okay? You show people a love that they haven't experienced, okay? So then that opens them up to that, okay? And you may notice that people really do copy this, right? I don't know if copy is the right word, because you are somebody that leads by example. Like, this is something that you do, like this is your gift. But it's like, for example, maybe you show somebody love, okay? And you do it in a certain way. Like, maybe you write little notes everywhere, just an example, yeah? And then all of a sudden you see this person doing the same thing, okay? Now it may be for a family member or somebody that they really care about, but you will notice that people tend to, the way that you love people, yes, it may not be reciprocated and you may not feel it back, but again, because you're an example, you are literally showing people how to love. You are showing people how to feel. Just like you are showing people how to be their true self and how to live in their authenticity. And again, you're not even doing anything. Like, you literally are just being yourself. So again, when you are around people, it may be hard. It definitely may be hard that, and by the way, it's 12:12 on my actual clock here. But it may be hard, right? Like, to love people and then not get that back. And I definitely understand that. So again, you need to just remind yourself that you are the example. People look up to you. Like, you are teaching people, right? So not everybody had this within them, but then they come across you and you love them and you show them what it's like to be your authentic self and not care what people think. And literally meeting you is such a spiritual experience. Like, it's such a spiritual experience. It's such a blessing, right? You really do change people forever. And again, it may be a little bit disappointing for you, but if you look at it like from the point of view that you are literally teaching people how to love, you are literally opening up their heart chakra, and you're teaching people how to be authentic, right? And when you start owning that is when you start to attract that into your life. Also, when you start treating yourself the way that you treat other people. So again, you're somebody with such a unique love language, right? Start treating yourself that way. Okay? Start appreciating everything that is unique about you. Don't change anything. Literally do not change anything. If you have something that's unique about you, do not change it. Okay? It's not a problem. It's not a insecurity, or it's not something bad because it's different from other people. Okay? It's literally your power and what makes you you. Okay, and again, remember that many people look up to you. Like, everybody you come across literally looked up to you, and they tend to, you make people think. Okay, you doing yourself, you kind of doing you, and like you being yourself, and you loving the way you love, and you not conforming to people and not caring what people think, make people think. Okay, it makes them think. It makes them think like, well, if you can do it, I can do it. Like, look how this person lives. They don't even care about what people think. They're just doing them. They're living their best life, right? Look at the way this person loves and shows their affection. Like, again, you are dealing with people that are heavily conditioned. They all want to fit in. They're all faking it. Okay, they're all pretending to be a very polished version of themselves that, again, that fits in. And that's never been you. But that's your power, and people look up to you for that and love you for that. And that's literally a gift that you have. So again, I'm going to say it again. If you have something that's different about you, that's like unique, or something that you think that is, maybe an insecurity, or maybe people think it should be an insecurity, trust me, that is literally your power. Okay? And that is something that people, again, love, that it's just like you're being yourself, right? You're being yourself the way that God created you. You are somebody that is living the way that God created you, the way that God wanted you to live. And again, even if it's not what people expect, or what normal people do, or like if it's not conventional, right? You are literally setting an example for people, right? So I have strong Gemini, I have Sagittarius, we have Cancer, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio here as well. So that's all I have for you guys. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.